All right, guys, it is time. The September 2025 Allure Beauty Box spoilers have dropped, and we're going to talk about it today. So we're going to find out, is this going to be another amazing month like we've had in the past, or is it going to be not so much? We're going to talk about it. So if that interests you, stick around and we'll dive right on into it. And welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Cher. I cover the Allure spoilers every month for you guys, usually about this time towards the end of the month. I usually always bring an unboxing of it as well, and I cover a lot of the specialty boxes that Allure drops also. We cover a lot of different beauty boxes here and curations, reviews, try-ons of everything. You name it. So if all that's your jam, you want to stick around, I'm your girl. And Allure is one of our favorites. Just a little bit about it really quickly if you're new to it. It is now $29.99 per month. They usually give your first box to you though for a lot less than that. I think last month it was like $10 for some people. Sometimes they offer a special sign up, discount, and sometimes you get a free gift. I think I do know the free gift this time too, which we'll talk about. But in general, it's about $29.99 now for new members. It's still at the old price of $25 for us older members. And you get 6 items in there, 3 of which that are guaranteed to be full size. It is usually a really fantastic subscription. It has months that are better than others. We've been talking about that. Their limited edition boxes are definitely where it's at. I like to kind of talk about those every time because I think that's what really makes Allure so good too, is their limited edition boxes. So I'll put all of the boxes that are still out there down in my caption with info and the link and all that to check out the Allure subscription if you're interested. But we're going to get into the spoilers for September. Now, they always have these days a customization product. One of our products are usually customized, and then the rest of them are just the same for everybody. Like fixed products. By now, most everybody has made their customization, if you're subscribed and all. And that is going to be the Rodial blush drops this month. So that's kind of our big opening item. Usually that's kind of one of the better ones, is your customized product. So we get to choose between 3 different shades. Now, I already own this through Ipsy. So I do actually have a reel I did, or like a short. I kind of put it on all my short form platforms. And this shows you one of the shades that, I own. So this one is Apricot Sorbet. And I'm going to let you see and get a feel for it, what it looks like. It is definitely a very sheer type formula. Some love it, some hate it. I happen to love it. I like all different types of blush, all different types of textures. It just depends on what I need each day, or what I'm wearing, what I'm feeling. So I think it's really beautiful. But if you're looking for major pigment, lots of pow, maybe not the one. I think it's just a beautiful, elegant, sheer natural kind of glowing finish. But we have 2 other shades in this. So for me personally, since I had picked Apricot Sorbet, then the next time I think I went with what did I pick this time? I definitely wanted a different one. I think I may have gone with Frosted Pink this time, but I really cannot remember. I guess we're going to have to see when it arrives. It'll be a little surprise for everyone, right? But we could either choose this one, the Apricot Sorbet, or Frosted Pink, which is a lot lighter, like a very light pink color, or the Sunset Kiss, a little bit rusty, I don't want to say mauve, a little rustier shade on that one. And of course, these blush drops, they've been around kind of forever. They're certainly not new. So a lot of people know them. They do retail you about $55. So for me, this is actually an exciting one. I have always wanted these and never got them. And finally they showed up in the Ipsy shop, so I grabbed them. And then now, of course, right after that, it becomes our customized product. But I don't mind having a couple of them because I had always wanted them. $55, you know, that retail value alone right there is worth more than our subscription box. So keep that in mind that retail wise, like that's actually almost twice the amount of our box, as a matter of fact. So just for this product alone, way more than the cost of our box. Now, I have heard a lot of folks saying they're really tired of blush though. Allure has been putting a lot of blush lately in our boxes. I hear that on all my platforms from you guys. You're like so tired of the blush. I personally love blush. Blush is very much in, you guys. Like, blush is kind of the new eyeshadow, to be honest with you, like these days, just what's trending, what's really popular. Blush is very in. So I can see that being the case of them putting a lot of blush in our box, but I do get it. We want some variety sometimes, so maybe give us some other things, Allure, but I personally am kind of happy with the blush still. But this particular blush, it's actually got vitamin E in it that's very nourishing and hydrating. That's another thing that I love about it. It's very serum-like too, you know, it gives a very radiant finish. Like I said, kind of a natural glow. So I really love that. I think it's a very elegant, natural, beautiful finish. And it's got these little mica minerals in it that's reflecting the light and everything, that's really giving that glow. So even though this is kind of an older product, I still think it's a good one. Like I still was excited about this one. And this bottle, it is the 15 milliliter. This is most likely certainly considered a full size, and usually always our opener, our customized product is usually going to be a full size one. So this will definitely count as one of the full size items. We do talk about this every month, that Allure, their idea of full size is just, it's different from some of the other boxes. They tend to give you sizes that are technically full size, but they're always like smaller items. Like it's an eye cream or a little blush or, you know, a lip liner or something. Like, you don't tend to get really big items in the Allure box, even though they're technically full sizes. So do keep that in mind, that sometimes our box shows up and it just looks like a box of tiny, tiny products. So now, having said that, I've got to figure out which of these are the full size products now. We're going to have to go by the sizes. So the next thing that they are offering is the Benefit Cosmetics 24-hour Brow Setter Clear Brow Gel, which I've done a million times. Oh, by the way, I do like to tell you guys when things are cruelty-free or not. That is just one of the tenets on my channel, because I've gone cruelty-free in beauty. Benefit is not cruelty-free, which is a shame because they make excellent brow products. Excellent. Rodial Beauty is. So just to kind of like update you on that. So that's my only thing, is I haven't been using like Benefit's products as much, but they are excellent. And when it comes to brows, they and ABH are like two of my favorite brow product brands, basically. So this is the only one that they have not specified for sure the size on. I'm gonna try to make guesses based on how many other full sizes there do appear to be in here, and figure if we've hit our 3 on those, then it's most likely to be more of a mini. And I can't see in like the picture a size on there to tell you either. If Allure does come back and confirm to us though, I will definitely update you guys. They do tend to do that kind of later on. So I'll either pin a comment here or I'll let you know like in my posts, but I'll update you when I do know for sure confirmation from Allure. So typically your full size of this runs you 0.23 ounces anyway. It could very well be our full size because the packaging still looks very much the same as their full size one. But I have gotten little minis before in like Ipsy Lamb bags, so you never know. But in the full size, it retails $28. And this is your kind of laminated effect. It's just a clear brow gel that goes on to like help give it a smoother look on the brows, tame the little hairs, or you can kind of brush up the hairs a little bit, give you a little texture if you want, however you want to use it. It's a little more laminating though. I love this one. Definitely one of my favorite brow gels if it was cruelty free. And it's got the little like dual-sided wand that does have the tiny little combs on it. I love the little wand, 24-hour staying power. Yeah, it's definitely a good one. If this ends up being a full size, I think that's pretty exciting, and we're getting a little bit of makeup in there. So we've got our makeup products. Allure is known for being pretty heavy skincare, a lot of like quality skincare usually. They've been kind of giving us a little mix of things lately. And speaking of good skincare, all right, you guys, we have First Aid Beauty, the Ultra Repair Cream Intense Hydration. I love this stuff. I was just talking about it on my Ulta video I just shared today too, because the sale's coming up, the 21 Days of Beauty sale, and this is on the sale for half off, which is wonderful. And it is an incredible product, amazing if you have eczema or like really dry skin patches anywhere on your body, honestly, like the elbow patches. It is so good. I have recommended it to so many people. I love this stuff. It is made with colloidal oatmeal. Fantastic product. I feel like this is too good to be true. I just looked at it and I see that the size they're saying is 8 ounces. Do you know how big that is? That is huge. That is bigger than their tub. Now their tub of it is only 6 ounces, and that is huge. Okay, so when I first glanced at this, I was like, they're gonna give us the little deluxe one, which I've had many times in like a deluxe size, and I was like, they're gonna go cheap on us. They're gonna go with the small little tiny sizes again. No, it's because I saw it more in like the tube style rather than the tub, so I just assumed it was a smaller one, but it is not. It is the biggest one this time, guys, which is so unlike Allure. Have they been listening to us? So 8 ounces, this is the biggest one, even bigger than the big tub, which is the one that's going to be on sale at Ulta. So you're going to get an even better deal on this in Allure. So unless somebody made a mistake, but I'm reading 8 ounces. All right, I can hardly believe it that I'm like, am I telling you guys the wrong thing? In this 8 ounce size, it retails for $48. So right there, okay, between the blush drops and this, we're looking at over $100 right there for just the 2 products of the full size. So I'm gonna say this is definitely one of the full sizes, guys. So I think we have at least 2 of the 6 of our full size products. It leads me to think that the benefit is a small one, because there's another one I think is going to be considered a full size, unless they're going to give us 4 full sizes. And if so, I think they are finally winning. We're finally winning, I think, you know? All right, so let's move on and talk about this product really quickly, the Ultra Repair Cream. If you've never tried it, you have to. Colloidal oatmeal, and it has shea butter and allantoin. So it's very calming and soothing and very moisturizing, and protects the skin barrier with a lot of vitamins, minerals, and essential fatty acids. So it's fantastic. It's definitely one of my favorite products out there. And I've given it to my dad, who had a big like dry cracked skin problem in the winter. I've recommended it to my sister-in-law, for my nephew who gets eczema. I have recommended it to so many people with like eczema and dry skin, and it's one of those things like I kind of have regretted, because I keep giving it. Every time I get it, I give it to somebody who I know is in major need of it, and then I want it myself, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to stock up on my own. So it is definitely a good one to get in this huge size. And First Aid Beauty is one of those, I consider them cruelty-free kind of by my standards. I think it depends on how you look at it. Some were thinking they're at that line, they don't know, because maybe they were starting to sell in China, but I think they've gotten around the animal testing, even with selling in China. I don't exactly know how, certain products, I think. So I still have considered them cruelty-free, thank goodness. And then we're going to get Eva NYC, which I've really loved a lot of the Eva NYC products. They're your more like drugstore kind of brand. But man, they make some great products. One of my favorites. This time they have a product I've never tried. I'm not really a dry shampoo person, and that's why, but I think it's still like a good one to get in here. And that's the Freshen Up Invisible Dry Shampoo. Now, 35 milliliters on this one is the size, and that's a little over an ounce. So it leads me to think it's not considered a full size one. Yeah, like the main full size one is 5 ounces. So this is probably going to be a mini. In the fullest size of that, like 5 ounces, it retails you about $15. Like I said, it's kind of like drugstore price point, but again, I think it's a great brand. I love it. So with this dry shampoo, you know, it's doing your normal thing, kind of helping like remove some of that oil, get you in between your deeper shampoos. You know, it's infused with rice starch, which is known for oil absorption. And, you know, it absorbs like all the excess oil and odor in the hair too. So it kind of helps give your hair a little cleaning easily with a really quick spray, fresh spray of dry shampoo. Basically, when you're running out of time, right? Or some folks, they don't wash their hair every day. I do. I just can't stand it. I know I really shouldn't. It's kind of better for your hair not to shampoo every day. So it's a good way to kind of go in between, but I need to shampoo. And Eva NYC is cruelty-free, is a cruelty-free brand. This also says it is vegan and clean too. Sustainable packaging and all of that. All right, next product, we're gonna get a lip balm. So kind of makeup, kind of skincare. So like a couple of makeup, maybe 3 if you kind of count it as a makeup product. This is the Hydration Repair Honey Lip Balm from Blossom Essentials, which I've never done before either. This is a new one for me. It is going to be 4 milliliter, which is your full size. I mean, it's a lip balm. It is considered a full size. So I think this is going to be definitely our 3rd full size product. So you've got a couple kind of smaller ones, the blush drops, the lip balm, but then the huge Ultra Repair Cream. So I think that Ultra Repair Cream is kind of our winner of like the skincare in this box this month, you know? So it looks like this is actually a new product from Blossom Essentials. It only retails about $12 for, you know, but it's a lip balm. It's intense hydration with organic manuka honey, nourishing oils, and beeswax. So the balm soothes, protects, and repairs dry, chapped, and irritated lips, leaving them soft, supple, and healthy. So we know it's definitely not going to be a vegan product if it's made with beeswax. Let me check if it is cruelty-free. It looks like they are Leaping Bunny certified, so should be that, yes, cruelty-free. So that's good. And then our last product is from Tree Hut. This is, I don't know if they call it Body by or BDY. It's just BDY on the bottle. Body by Tree Hut, and it's a mini body serum mist. Now, even though this is mini, it's still 100 milliliters, which is quite a bit. I want to think that's about 3.5 ounces or something like that. A little over 3, which isn't a terrible size. But then again, I guess in a serum mist, you tend to see those pretty big. So I don't think this is a full size product. There is a larger one out there in like a much bigger size. So I think, and thus the fact that they said mini, I think tells us this is one of our deluxe products too. So our deluxe, I think, is going to be the Eva NYC dry shampoo and this Body by Tree Hut. I guess we're just going to have to see on the benefit on the brow setter. I don't know for sure. We've got at least 2 deluxe sizes and we have our 3 full sizes to know. But anyway, on this Body by Tree Hut, I'm assuming that's how we pronounce it. Body, maybe. In its fuller size, which it looks like is about 236 milliliters, like, 8 ounces? I don't know. It retails about $26. And this has squalane, niacinamide, and tranexamic acid. Brightening is kind of what it's for, especially with the niacinamide in it. Squalane is usually kind of, you know, it's hydrating. This gives it a silky, non-greasy feel and supposed to leave the skin feeling soft, dewy, and illuminated. It provides hydration for enhanced barrier health, like skin barrier, promotes a brighter, more even skin tone, calms irritation. It is dermatologist tested. They're claiming to be vegan, paraben-free, and cruelty-free. And it does indeed look like PETA backs them up on that. So yes, I think they absolutely are. So I think the only thing in our box probably that isn't is benefit. So also the tranexamic acid, if you're wondering what that is, it's a synthetic ingredient that helps with the brightening and the evening of skin tone. It's also got hyaluronic acid and jojoba and sunflower seed oils. So all like, you know, moisturizing, and turmeric, which helps calm and prevent skin irritation. I think my biggest question here is, does it have a scent? And I can't find anywhere where it tells if it has a fragrance in it or not. So I guess that will be a puzzle for us. But that is everything that I know in the box. Those are our 6 products. I think the biggest mystery is just the benefit. So like I said, if I learn more about the size on that one, I will update you. So how do I feel about the box? You know, I think like that First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream kind of makes the box, with especially how huge it is. I'm also extremely happy with getting more Rodial Beauty drops. I love the blush drops so much. I like NYC, Eva NYC. I'm not a dry shampoo person though, but I do like the brand. I love the Benefit Cosmetics brow gel, just wish they were cruelty free, but I will definitely take some of their brow gel. For me personally, I think the last 3 products, like, I won't use dry shampoo, and then the other 2 I'm just unfamiliar with. It's a chance to try something new. I just don't know the brand, so I'm a little like, you know. But I think the first 3 were good. A couple of them are, well, all 3 of them are repeats for me though, personally. So, but they're good repeats to get. So I guess that's kind of where I'm at. So I've had better boxes for sure, but I feel like I see the value, especially if you're somebody who hasn't done any of these products. I think that it's a good lineup for you. And I definitely see that value there. I think I'm just blown away that Allure actually gave us a huge product. I think that's my big surprise. So anyway, let me know how you feel. I will not be skipping. I will get it, especially for that Ultra Repair Cream and the extra blush drops for sure. So I'll be bringing you the unboxing when it comes. You don't want to miss it. And if you like to see a lot of other beauty box content, spoilers, the reviews, try-ons on a lot of these, I do tend to test them all out, let you know how I feel about them. And we do a lot of other curations and looks. I'm trying to do some more like playing with makeup, some makeup topics and whatnot in the future when I can fit it in. So you don't want to miss it all. You want to pop that subscribe, and I'll catch you guys all on the next one. Bye.